Hello, Tubsy Dholki Walla.
My man, Stevie Eagle.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, very well.
Okay, so we are here in Hollywood, Burbank, Hollywood.
Do you know what?
Yes.
Today, the sun is shining. It's been a kind of a rough couple of days, but today, because you're here, the sun is shining. So I've got my shades on.
Oh, well, thank you. I like to bring the sunshine. Excuse the noise. You're in this serene environment at the Burbank Marriott for the City Gala Oscar event. Can you tell us a little bit about that and your involvement?
Yeah, certainly. My involvement, as usual, is musical. I'm here with Where's the Dholki? I've got my dol, I've got my tabla, so the whole of the South Asian percussion, bring that with me. So got a couple of performances tonight with a couple of really esteemed artists from the US. I'm also performing with a general from the US Army, so that's something new even for me. And also this event is sponsored by a company called Human Capital. And you know, as many of you may be aware, that I do a lot of charity work and work around addiction, substance misuse. So Human Capital is looking at the rising opioid epidemic in the States. Well, I pointed out that we have the similar problem back home in Punjab, in India, and you know, my work with alcohol addiction in the UK. So there's a culmination of things that I bring to the table today.
Okay, so great performances to be expected, and I know that you're going to also be working with artists not just from the United States, but artists from Africa and artists from China, with Jane Maria, the Chinese opera singer, and Toyin Adekale. Can you tell us a little bit about that project?
Very exciting project. I've been very lucky. I met you through obviously my management company, New Age Prod, Primal Werk, and something that, you know, I admire you for thinking out of the box, because music is a universal language. Anybody can listen to a piece of music and identify with it. So when I heard the idea with you know, Jasmine and Toya, and you wanted to put some tabla on there, I thought, man, this guy's he's crazy, right? But when we actually got into the studio and I heard the track and I heard exactly how I fit in and what your vision was, you know, it's come out to be spectacular. And you know, I'm really proud. I don't often blow my own trumpet or play my own drums, as it were, but I'm really proud of that. You know, and I think, you know, when people get to hear it, you know, they'll see exactly, you know, what I mean by that.
Well, as you know, we released Jasmine just to the small music work charts, and it went charts, and it did very well in North America. Went to 22nd, and it's still in the charts, and now new remixes are coming out, and we're going to do one that's very focused on your part in the mix, that with the more tabla heavy and Dholki heavy. What are you going to do differently with that? I mean, because we're fusing reggae, opera with the Dholki. How are you going to approach that? What's your thoughts?
I'm kind of synonymous with the UK Bhangra sound. Back in 1988, you know, many moons ago, 31, 32 years ago, I created a sound which became the UK Bhangra sound, and which is now sort of worldwide. And I feel that, you know, if we've got that in-house, we can exploit that. I've just spent 2 weeks near enough in India, in Bollywood, and in Punjab, where that sound is just doing it. And so we have an international product that we can, you know, offer to different markets, maybe tweak certain mixes to match certain tastes. And I think if we highlight the tabla, the dholki, and the dol a little bit, and, you know, work together on a mix that's suitable for Bombay, for Bollywood, and other South Asian markets, you know, like Dubai and so on and so forth, and China, even, you know, because they one of my dholkis is actually made in China, you know. So I think we could exploit that, and we could hit people that we wouldn't wouldn't otherwise reach, and the whole focus and the whole thing about music is is to reach people and to unite people and bring people together. You know, and that's always been my thing. I've never been sort of money focused or anything like that. It's to reach out to people and say, yo, this is what I'm doing, and this is how I can reach out to you and influence your life.
Well, I think you've done that. I mean, you've taken the Dholki Bhangra music almost single-handedly, and you've taken it around the world. Now we're going to add another element to it, which is I think we're going to bring some Brazilian culture into it by bringing the Brazilian, the samba, all the kind of stuff. It's very drum heavy, very rhythmic heavy. So we're going to go to Brazil and try to do something with some Brazilian percussionists and bring that into Jasmine. How do you feel about that? Are you excited about that?
I'm excited. I'm very nervous. I was introduced to Santana at a very early age, and all of that Latin and South American percussion is just something else. So because I was influenced by Santana and that kind of stuff at an early age, a lot of my percussion has that little swing to it, and I think that's probably what's different to sort of a traditional Punjabi percussion. So a lot of different influences, and so for me it'd be like going back to my influences and going back to my roots. I'm nervous because those guys are something else when it comes to playing. As percussion, you cannot touch the South American. These Brazilians have got something else. So very excited, very nervous, but at the same time, I know it's going to be something spectacular.
What are your hopes that Jasmine will do on your particular mission to spread Bhangra?
What I was going to say is don't forget Birmingham.
Yes.
I'm from B20, which is Handsworth, born and bred in a very multicultural, very diverse society. So this track is all about my roots, and like I said before, the UK Bhangra sound. The UK Bhangra scene has evolved, and it's and as a result, I'm here in Los Angeles at the Oscars, working with yourself and all of those different countries and everything else. So my mission is always to present my culture, and say, look, this is what we bring to the table, and this is how we are very sort of integrated, and this is how we can quite easily mingle with everybody. We want to be everybody's friend, and we want to mix our little piece with yours and mix your little piece with ours to bring this global sort of unified approach to music and to everything. Not a very political sort of person, but it sort of does have a political element to it where, in this day and age, we need that. We need all of these countries, all of these continents to come together to say, regardless of what else is going on, music breeds peace, music breeds love.
Yeah, I agree. And from my perspective, music is the one love, the one love. And for music, if it's Beethoven, if it's Kanye West, it's music, bro.
Definitely.
And I love what you bring to that mix, and I'm really looking forward to the finished movement, the Jasmine International movement with you. And I thank you for everything that you've done to make it happen.
Thank you, Stevie. And just to elaborate a little bit on your point, we have the internet. We've had the internet since the 90s. The internet is supposed to bring us all together. The internet is supposed to bring the world smaller and make it rounder than it already was. So let's use that, and let's get together. Let's start, meeting up, sharing, liking, and supporting each other's music, and bring it to one place.
Amen. Thank you, Tubsy Dholki Walla, Bhangra legend in the house.